I went to Peru last year, and when I went, I saw the beautiful Andes Mountains. Now, people ask, did you go to Machu Picchu? No, that's for losers. I went to the mining camps. It was very cold. The air was very thin, but I made friends, ate lots of guinea pig, and I was able to uncover something very unique, very rare, very special, and we're about to bring it to you. And it is the Andean Indicator, traders. That's what it is. Welcome to the Indicator Profile Series. We are hoping to have these come out with a bit more consistency, but it's hard to know right now. But we're here now, and that's all that matters, so let's go ahead and get right into it. If you're new, welcome. Just understand, this is the #1 indicator channel in all of YouTube. It's always been that way. It's always going to be that way. But you are not going to understand what we're doing unless you have really started from the beginning. But that's okay. Go here. Go to nononsenseforex.com. Read the first page, watch that first video, get yourself started, and then once you're caught up, you can come back and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. But for those of you who are already here, those of you who have done this before, or those of you who are ignoring my instructions, let's go ahead and get right into the specs for the Andean Indicator. The year is going to be 2022. This will be a confirmation indicator. It's going to be a 2 lines cross in a style that you may have seen once or twice before. Now, as far as exit indicators go, it is a 2 lines cross, which means it is already a candidate, but once you see it, you'll kind of understand why I'm a bit lukewarm on the possibility of it being a really great exit indicator. Let's go ahead and take a look at it now, but I want to do what Dan did on the blog and kind of show you both ways this time, because as you know, we often strip it down to the parts that we think matter. Here's how it starts out. You have kind of a mess here. Now this signal line here is what we're going to get rid of. You can play around with it because it might be valid. We have just found that we get better results when it's not even there. So we just take it off. Simple as that. Now what you're going to find here is, if you don't know how this works, once the blue crosses and closes above the red, it can go sideways, it can go up, doesn't matter. If the value of the blue is higher than the value of the red, and the candle has closed, that is your signal to go long. And then when the red does the same thing, that is your signal to go short. Now this may look a bit like the EURUSD up and down, which we showed briefly long time ago. I remember doing that too. I'm like, guys, this is a very average indicator. I'm only using this as an example, and people just went nuts. I don't know what to say about that. But people got really interested in the EURUSD up and down indicator, which is so average. This actually performs quite a bit better. Now the results aren't going to blow your socks off, but as you know, we're really showing indicators here that make the cut, and you have to put them into your system and see how they do. You're going to see a big difference between the numbers we show and the numbers you actually get once you start testing these, once you start adjusting the settings, etc., etc. So let's go ahead and get into those results, but also understand what I just said. All that matters is how they perform in your system. We've had people very upset that we show crazy over-the-top results here, and then you put them in your system and you don't get that. And then we've seen the reverse, to where we've shown results that are on the lower end of our spectrum, but then you put them in your system and you think you found the Holy Grail. So keep that in mind as we go forward. But just know too, if you don't know how to test this yourself, or you want to know what settings we're using, we have all that down below in the description. There will be a link to my automation blog, which has an embedded video from Dan Stone showing you how to test this yourself on the MT4 strategy tester. Might these be on MT5 or TradingView? Might be. You just have to look for them. We only focus on MT4 here, only for the purpose of having the most indicators available and having everything run through one indicator tester. It's just easier for us. You're definitely going to want to see the blog as always. It has the settings we have worked so hard to obtain, and also shows you the history behind the indicator, the math behind the indicator, all sorts of good stuff that people care about. Make sure you go there after this. You can also go to Dan Stone's YouTube channel. What he does is puts the indicator up on the 1-minute chart just to show you it doesn't repaint, and he'll also add some extra bits about the particular indicator that I often don't. We do take user submissions. We have gotten a few lately. If you want to add to that pool, go to Dan's second email address. Don't go to his first one. There is a special email address just for indicator submissions. Please go there. If you mention one in the comments section of my YouTube video, it gets ignored. And then the number one place in all of the entire world, possibly the universe, it is the indicator library, where you can download the Andean indicator and every indicator we have profiled here. On the indicator profile series, let's go ahead and get into the results, starting with the EURUSD. And these are not super impressive, minus one thing. So you're only getting 6 signals a year. This is probably going to go down once you add everything else. I would say this is going to be one of those times too where this particular indicator is going to serve as a primary confirmation in some pairs and then a secondary confirmation in other pairs. This is definitely going to be a secondary when you're getting lower signals like this, but this win-loss ratio is also super high, and I think you can work with that. Moving on to gold, much better, much higher signals. So this is going to be something that's probably going to play better as a primary confirmation indicator. For that reason, it's kind of strange. You've seen this before. Usually these things fall, if it's a confirmation indicator, it typically falls into one of two categories. Either it's fast enough to be a C1 or slow enough to be a C2. This one, it just kind of depends. Over to the S&P, I don't like this for the S&P at all. Should you still test it? Yes, but this is really the best we could do with it. Lower win-loss ratio, also low signals. ROI for the S&P is below our average. Not really my favorite, but it does come back a bit with Bitcoin, and again, you're going to see it move faster. Now, VP, why does it move faster on certain pairs and slower on others? It's not the indicator, it's just the numbers we were able to get from it. Just seem to perform better when we either speed the signals up or slow them down. And remember, when you start adding other pieces to the algorithm, this number is going to go down, this number will hopefully go up, but ultimately you want this number to be high as well. But we're very thrilled to bring another indicator to you. And just know that all of the Indicator Profile series videos and all of my podcasts go straight to this channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. We have a trading psychology podcast, which has almost 100 episodes now. It's an entire archive for you to go back anytime you are experiencing any type of issue. We have pretty much covered it, so make sure you see that. We have the 10-Minute Contrarian podcast, which comes out every Saturday. That goes straight to YouTube as well. And who knows what else we might come up with on this channel. It is all things finance. It is here for you. Like, subscribe. We'll see you soon. Go get it.